Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of July 7th. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Take what resonates, and if this reading doesn't speak to you, go check out your other two signs videos for deeper messages. So Virgo, we are here in Cancer season under a Mercury retrograde in Cancer as well. And then we also have this conjunction between the Sun and Mercury on the 13th, followed by a new moon in Cancer on the 14th, so the next time we meet. This causes a stellium, so this is a very heavy water moment that we are in. We also have Neptune going retrograde in Aries today, and then Venus is moving into your sign on the 9th. So we do have energies that are going to feel more beneficial to you with that Venus moving into your sign. You should be able to relate to people a little bit better, hopefully around then, yeah? So let's see what we got going on for Virgo. And this week I'm using the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. So yeah, let's see what we got going on for Virgo. Peaks of Joy. So Virgo, this is saying that, you know, for you, the glass is half empty or half full, depending on how you view it, and you have to feel it from the inside out. Joy is an inside job, and so you need to feel that joy through you and nothing out. It's not an externally sourced thing. There's a lot of distraction out there, so people might think that joy is that happy house, happy family, happy job shit. You have to feel happy throughout yourself, yeah? So let's see what else is going on. You got wide open, and so Virgo, in the past week or so, I would say that you've had to come to terms with your own perspective of these things that I just talked about, where you have to be open to things beyond the worldview that you have. A good way to access this in yoga is doing inversion, so things like headstands, even down dog, or like just, you know, forward folds are considered inversion. So yeah, seeing the world upside down, it's where I've told people to, you know, go take a different route to work, go walk somewhere you've never been before. Just get a different perspective so that when you return to that home space, you feel like you've, you know, gained a new insight, a new perspective. One ring circus reverse. And so this is saying, Virgo, that yeah, you can continue to run your little loops. You can stay in your hamster wheel, and you're going to continue to run those same loops that you always have. So like that inner joy is an inside job, and so it might be a way for you to get there, but it's going to be a lot faster and easier for you if you get that perspective shift. Even if it is talking to somebody you don't normally go to for advice, this could help you just open up that perspective, yeah? Rock bottom. And so, Virgo, there's a theme here. Do not seek outside of yourself. Everything you need is within. Rock bottom is going to show you, you know, how you've run that loop, like this, all these little things, like running little loops only gets you back to that rock bottom place. So really go climb something. Like I used to do that. I used to make it a point to go climb a different peak. It doesn't have to be like Mount Everest level of fucking peak, Virgo. It could just be, you know, just the tallest park in your city. It could be, if there is a mountain around where you live that has called to you, go climb it. Maybe you don't have to summit it, but you will get a different perspective of the world. I think, I forgot what it was, but there's a comic, and it was like, yeah, like they're sitting at like a park above the city, and they're like, it looks a lot better when you're looking down on it. You know, if you need to look down on it, Virgo, whatever it is, because these loops that you're running, they're only wearing you out, and you need to get back to this joy that is already within you. And yeah, I know that, yeah, when you aren't in a place of feeling joy. It feels like it's never going to come back again. I get that. But it's never going to shift if you stay in that hole. You got to get out of it. You've got to like physically move away from it. And I would even say, Virgo, if you can cut your screen time like by like even a little bit, because you know, there's so much that like when we're just scrolling, doom scrolling, it's not feeding your actual own imagination in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, go out, get a breath of fresh air, free your mind in that way to, you know, make its own decisions on its own, versus like this is what the algorithm has showed me. And yeah, Virgo, you will find your way back to joy. Yeah, that is what the Enchanted Map has for you. But to soothe this very rough reading, let's go to the Healing Waters Oracle and see what the waters want to do to heal you right now, because it looks like you could use that. The Sweet Waters: sensuality, romance, enjoyment, fertility, balance. So the Sweet Waters, Virgo, if you have someone in your life that can help you fulfill this romance aspect, that's totally cool. But if you don't, you know, that sensuality, you are half of that production to get into like a partnership, or you know, whatever, like however many people you want in that equation. I don't judge. But anyways, sensuality, the sacral chakra, is your own tie to your own inner waters, your creative force, and how you relate to others. So Virgo, dance, drink water, get into water if you have any source of like a pool even, or even a bathtub, showers. There was this one Pisces guy that talked about fucking doing dishes. Brought him into the water if that's what you need, Virgo. But also things that work for the sacral chakra are things like the color orange in general. Like this is somewhere between sacral peachy and heart chakra pink. But Virgo, yeah, do things to tie back into that sacral chakra. Fruits that are orange, things like nectarines, like those stone fruits are like in right now, go for those. Honey is great. Sweets, if you, that's what you really need, Virgo, I'll give it to you this week. Just like tap into that sweet, sensual nature. And if you do have anything that you like to do to create, even if it's just like baking or cooking, whatever it is, tap into your creativity this week, Virgo, to get you back to your joy. Yeah, this is what I have for you, Virgo. I hope that helps. I do hope that you find a way to tap into this joy, this sensuality of this week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.